Good day. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, today when it comes live, talking about disability confidence scheme. And for those of you who don't know it and why I've raised kind of a bit and written about my own experience with it, disability confidence scheme is simply this. Those of you who have a recognized disability, because, hey, Helen, good to see you. There is a government scheme out there that states that employers can sign up to, that states if you meet the minimum requirements of the role, they are to give it to you. The issue really becomes is this. A lot of times, and from my own experience with somebody with asthma applying using this scheme, they don't follow up with it. It's almost a way to in my opinion, my experience is almost a way to guarantee you don't get the interview. It is almost works against you. And the government is looking to overhaul it this year, by the end of the year. And I don't have much confidence in the government to overhaul it, because I think the issue really lies in not making some changes around the edges. But if they're going to have this to encourage this hiring of disabled, it needs to have some teeth. Hey, Wallace and Gromit. It needs to have some teeth. And it doesn't have the teeth. It only gives you an interview. It doesn't say that they have to hire disabled, and a lot of times and the problem really is with this is that it doesn't give you the interview. I mean, a lot of times you don't even get the interview, and if it does, there's no teeth to say to them. Really, you should be encouraged to hire the disabled, because there is a very big gap, a 2-to-1 gap for every 2 people who are disabled and unemployed. There's only 1 person non-disabled unemployed, excuse me. And so there is a very much a systematic gap in that. And so what it really starts to mean, and what it should mean at this stage, is should be finding a way to make it easier to hire the disabled. And I think, in my own opinion, I don't believe that, from experiencing it firsthand, that the disability confidence scheme really has any teeth. It's not really Bethan, fit for purpose, and shifty solutions and mingle. It's not really fit for purpose, in the sense that there is no audit, so people can apply to get the scheme, they get the badge, put it on, say, hey, look at our DEI, look at our diversity involvement. Look, we're part of the disability confidence scheme, but there's no bite, there's no auditing to say, hey, look, you've had X amount of adverts, you've only hired X amount of disabled, or you opened up the scheme, to X amount of disabled individuals. There's nothing, absolutely nothing there. And it's so, in my opinion, and strictly my opinion, I think the scheme is a waste of taxpayers' money. It is I think a financial black hole that should either be modified so that it does have bite and forces organization.